Let's create some eye candy. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. First off, at Formulating Vibes, we make sure that we don't use anything that isn't FDA approved. That includes colorants and products that we use, such as our oils and waxes. Here, I'm going to show you something that we use in order to provide the best payout for your eye candy. Okay, so I'm showing you now. I use a pre-mixed base whenever I'm in a hurry. I mean, I can make my own formulations. However, sometimes it's good to have a base, and once you know what the base is, you can also get into that particular part. But first, I'm going to sanitize my area. Okay, you got to make sure you keep things clean, okay? Whether it's using some Lysol or some rubbing alcohol, at least 70%. I say 91%, but you do you as long as you're cleaning your area and sanitizing it. You're going to also need some plastic bags to put your colors in. Whatever color you want, that's fine, okay? But you do need a base, a colorant, and a plastic baggie to mix everything in. Of course, your measuring spoons, okay? And you're going to also make sure that you need the little container or tray that you're going to put it in. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a pressed eyeshadow powder, okay? So here we go. Step one, I'm taking the first colorant and I'm only using 1/8 of a teaspoon to make sure that I start small and build from there. If you don't like the color that you're using, it's hard to undo when you have a large quantity amount of that particular colorant. So you always want to start off small. So I took the first colorant, 1/8 of a teaspoon, the second colorant, 1/8 of a teaspoon, and I'm mixing them together just to make sure that all the colors properly blend. You can use a mortar and pestle, but I choose to put them in the bag instead and blend it that way. Then I've got my pressed base mix that is also vegan. It only has like calcium carbonate, some magnesium stearate to give it that slip when you put it on your eyes. I'm putting like one little small scoop of that inside the baggie and blending that together as well. You want to make sure that you mix, okay? Mix like you want to make sure that everything is combined properly. Now I'm going to do a swatch. If I like the color, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what's up. If I don't like the color, I go back to the drawing board. Now I'm going to put it on my skin so I can see what it looks like on my skin. That looks good. It's shining, pristine. Oh yeah, we about that. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use that color to now double all of my ingredients. Each tray takes about 1.5 teaspoons worth of colorant and product. Once you have your base and your colorant, it equals to about 1.5 teaspoons, okay? Now, here's the thing. Once I know that that's what I'm working with, I need to double and increase every color that I want. And also with my scoops, I'm going to add that as well. Again, you're going to mix, make sure you blend very well, okay? Because you don't want any streaking going on in the process. So I'm just going to continue to mix. Now it's time for another swatch test once you've doubled all your ingredients to make sure it still looks like the one from earlier. And if it does, you in there. All right, so everything looks good. It's still shining, blinging, blinging. So we're going to go ahead and start pressing this formulation inside of our trays. Let's get into that part. Here we go. Now, you just need 1 drop of your binder, okay, of your binder drops. And it's usually like dimethicone or jojoba oil or some type of oil that gives you that good slip, okay? So you're just going to mix it inside of your tray. Make sure everything's going to stick. Oh, and make sure you sanitize your trays as well. Again, like I said before, a little bit of alcohol will do the job. Now, you go ahead and put your little drop in there. Then you're going to add a scoop of your product, okay? Just a little scoop, just kind of mix it around, all right, to make sure everything is kind of blended and sticking to the bottom of the tray. But let me also say this, whenever I do this particular part, whatever falls onto I usually put it on wax paper. So if there's any extra that falls outside of the pan, it's okay. I just scoop it back up and dump it in there, okay? You want to make sure that you're not going to lose your product, okay? You can still use the product that you have. And that's why I put that little extra sheet there for all the messes that we're creating here, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and add more scoops to it, and I'm going to press it out. Keep watching. A little side note, you can also add that liquid binder to your bagging. Just make sure you thoroughly mix it, about 3 to 5 drops, into your bag. And make sure, again, you thoroughly mix it because you want to make sure that the binder adheres to your color and your base. Okay, it's kind of like little sticky magnets is what I can kind of relate it to. Okay, and then that way, as you press it inside of your tray, it'll stick together and adhere together. So it won't be a loose powder, but more like a pressed powder. Okay, now you're going to use your little contraption here, that little diamond shaped presser. You're going to use that and press down using your cloth, and it'll actually press everything inside the tray to where it flattens out. So even if you put a whole lot inside that tray, it's going to flatten out. Okay, you're going to do about 2 to 3 layers of your process. Okay, and then voila, you've got your final product. But I'm going to speed this up a little bit so you can see the final product. You're going to see the final product in the end, but I'm going to speed it up a little bit just so you all can see that it takes about 2 to 3 layers of doing this. So I'm going to increase the speed so we can get to the very end. But don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. What are some of the other colors you would like to see me do? What are some of the other processes you would like to see me do? I'm going to be formulating so many different things on my channel, which is why we're called Formulating Vibes, because we want to give you the vibe that you truly deserve to be enhanced by. Okay, we want to make sure that the vibe you can smell, taste, and feel and hear is something positive to give you all that sensation that self-care is the best care. All right. Don't forget, we love you here at Formulating Vibes. We've got lipsticks. We've got deodorants. We've got so much more coming. So just keep on watching us and supporting our channel, and we'll provide you all with the best vibe.